All right, welcome back everybody. So I've let my mug stay inside a bag and kind of let the handle and the connection kind of equal out. This is the final step of my mug, it's just the final cleanup. So I have a couple different tools that I could possibly use, and I'm just gonna reestablish a nice angled lip first. I noticed there was some buildup in certain areas, and so I'm gonna use the back straight edge of my metal rib, and I'm just gonna scrape any kind of imperfection or anything that might be causing a little uneven wall thickness on the rim. Now, after that, I'm gonna go down to the inside, very bottom, and reestablish the square form at the base of my mug. So I'm using the wooden modeling tool with the finger kind of tip to it, and I'm just sliding back and forth over the four sides down at the very bottom. And once I feel like that's a nice clean transition down there, I'm going to use my sponge and try to reach and just kind of wipe it clean, which is a little difficult to do. Cup's a little bit more narrow than my hand, so it's a little hard to do it. Then I'm going to wipe away anything that might be on the rim and then start to smooth things out. Just use my thumb and my finger to compress the clay one more time and keep it nice and smooth, especially on the rim, because this is a mug, and if you can't drink from it because it's too sharp along the lip, it's not going to be a good thing. So make sure the lip is nice and smooth, and then start using your wooden modeling tool to start cleaning up around the connection areas that you have for your handle. Just very carefully removing the slip that was built up around the edges on both the top and bottom connection of the handle. You'll see a little bit of the clay kind of fold off, and you're just gonna wipe that off onto your hand until you have a nice clean transition between handle and mug wall. Now I'm gonna remove some more clay on that bottom of that handle. I'm gonna try to reestablish something that I was thinking about earlier, and trying to match the slope of the base of my mug, that angled base, and then I'm going to try to cut my end of my handle the same way. So I'm using that metal blade, and so the line continues all the way throughout. So there's a little bit of a repetition of things going on around the base of my mug and on the base of my handle. A little bit of water, smooth it out with your thumb, but make sure you don't smooth away your texture. You gotta be careful about too much pressure and too much wiping away, because then you'll start to lose your texture on the surface. So now I'm just kind of going through it. If I need to put a little bit of water in spots, I'll take my damp sponge, wipe it really carefully and quickly, and then smooth things out. Now that that's done, I'm going to finish with a loop tool, very light touch, and shave away just a little bit of the buildup that might have happened after using my knife when I was cutting out the base. So I'm just lightly shaving some of that down, because now it's leather hard, and then I'm going to smooth things out by lightly wiping it with a sponge and then using my thumb and fingers to kind of get everything to blend in really nicely. Now that I've finished the base, it's time to sign your work. So put your name and the year on the bottom of your mugs. Try not to wipe it away too much, just kind of pick off a little bit of the chunks, and then that's it. You have completed your textured slab mug with darted base.